I have this Cricut sticker paper, which doesn't work in my printer. I'm going to show you how I use it to make cards. You can see that was 3 packs that I bought from Cricut when it was on sale. I think I bought like a total of like 10 packs and then figured out it didn't fit in my printer. So I wanted to figure out another use for it. So here is one of my ideas. I'm going to take my new Paper Studio trimmer that I got. I really like it so far. I'm going to cut this down to card base size. So we'll do 5.5. And then 4.25. I like this trimmer because it goes up to 6 inches. The Cricut trimmer can go up to 12 inches, but I have to pull the thing out and it's kind of annoying. So anyway, this is the sticker paper, and it looks like a regular card base, right? I have all these scraps from these cards that I've been working on. So I'm going to make a scrap card. So this is probably the hardest part, is getting the sticky off. There we go. So now this whole thing is sticky. So I'm basically just going to start randomly. And I like to start diagonal because then I don't have to try to be straight. Now that I have that one there, I can be straight up against it. And I'm just gonna pick random. I have random sizes here. I like to meet it right up against. The other thing I've done too is if you leave a little sticky between your lines, then you can go through and foil. But I don't really want to do that today. So I hate to waste these pretty papers. Oop, there's 2 there. I hate to waste these pretty papers. And, you know, I'm just going to leave it that way. So, just random. And meet both ends. And then just keep building. I happen to be making some baby shower thank you cards for my niece's wife. And so I had this pretty paper that I had that was baby themed. So you can see it doesn't have to be perfect, and I'm going to end up trimming down the edge anyway to give my my paper a little bit of a matte. And we're not going to waste these hanging off. We'll use those for other cards as well, other scrap cards. And you don't have to, you know, all this paper in this pack matches, so You don't have to, you know, you can totally be random. I just try not to do two next to each other that are exactly the same. Use that big one up there. And let's do some stripes here. I just don't want two that are the same to be right next to each other. So then you just keep building. And, you know, some of these have words, and it's okay if the words aren't going directly the right way to read them. I did this one so that it would be. Looking for some smaller ones here. And this is a really easy and great way to use up your scraps to make a cool card. Also, if you can't decide which paper to use them all. Just mix them all up on the page. And you don't have to choose, you get to use them all. And I like using the Cricut sticker paper because, like I said, I couldn't use it. I wanted to use it for actually making stickers, but my printer just did not like how thick it is. So, you know, you kind of adapt. And I already spent all that money, even though it was on sale. I didn't want to waste it, so I had to come up with another way. I also do some ink blending with it, and then all I have to do is stick it on the front of my card. You can do this with regular glue or tape runner, or you can also use your Xyron. Xyron works great. These little pieces there, I'm going to wait and fill in with these pieces I'm going to cut off. So you just come up, and like I said, I'm probably going to trim this down a little bit so I'm not worrying about the edges too much. Because I will want a mat on my card. You won't be able to use all of these scraps that we're cutting off, but a lot of them, especially the longer ones, you definitely will. So now we're going to fill in just any place that is still sticky. And again, we're still trying to not repeat right next to each other. So two little pieces here. Oh, we don't want gray next to gray. Okay. Now we're going to trim these off. And there you go. Put those back in. We're going to go, we want it to be at 4, so we're just going to cut off a little bit to make it even. And then we're going to go back here. And now when we go to 4, both sides will be even and smooth. And then the same thing, we want it to be at 5 1/4. So we're just going to cut off a little bit, a little strip of one side. Then when we go here, we can go to 5 1/4. And then when we put it on our card base, we have a little bit. I didn't fold that one properly. So then we have a natural matte coming out. Now the writing here kind of makes a difference, so you want to make sure, since it's the bigger writing. So then I do my tape runner. And I just learned this tip from Hedgehog Hollow, which I kind of went, duh. So if you want to line up your mat, you basically want to line up these 3, and then when they look even, then the 4th one will automatically be even. So then I have this Thanks die or foil here. I just have a little piece of dimensional tape, and I keep my art glitter glue there. Now, since this is see-through, I only want to do a little bit of my glue. Now, the art glitter glue does dry clear, but you still don't want a lot sticking out. And you really don't need a lot to hold this little Thanks down. And I just did this at a local print shop. I did a whole bunch of Thanks on one page with enough room for me to cut them out. And then I had them print them because I do not have a laser printer. And then I picked it up and then I foiled it. So there you go. A quick little thanks card using my extras. And these are some that I haven't finished. I've just put the card bases on. And this is kind of how they will be. And it'll be a nice little set that I'll give as the gift, one of the gifts, to my niece on her baby shower.